So on to other stuff, including media deals that involve even the parent of this company. Many more that could be in play. The Fox Business Network Susan Lee, the Wall Street Journal deals editor Dana Cimilluca. Dana, to you first. Fox, 21st Century Fox, up again today on the notion that there's going to be a bidding war. Is there?
Absolutely. I mean, one thing all these proceedings have put a spotlight on is that these assets are very much in demand. We knew that Comcast had been hanging around when they were late last year, right, when Disney sealed the deal. Now Comcast is back with an even higher bid than it had put in before.
Yeah, significantly so, right, Susan? So obviously the Murdoch family has a fiduciary obligation to look at all of this. But it could get bigger. It could involve other assets.
$35 a share. That's what $65 billion in cash represents. If you look at how Fox is trading right now, we're at $44 and change. So this is only the beginning. And people are thinking, how high could the bidding war go? I mean, what?
Well, it's $13 billion more. Even though this is all cash, it seems cleaner than the Disney offer.
Yes.
And it always amazed me that Disney is still trading up, even though it's going to have to pony up more dough.
Yeah, it probably will have to pony up. But even though it's a stock bid for Fox assets, it doesn't mean that it's actually not superior to Comcast's bid, because how do you know Rupert Murdoch doesn't like a board seat on Disney? How do you know he doesn't like to be the biggest shareholder in one of the world's largest entertainment conglomerates, right? So even with a cash bid, some say in their view, you really have to pony up a little bit more, maybe go up with more leverage in order to make it far superior to what Bob Iger is offering Rupert Murdoch.
Well, they can't just turn it down at this point, right? So there are other players who've been mentioned. Do you see other players entering the mix and other companies also part of the mix?
It's a great question. I mean, the Journal has reported that Amazon had a discussion with Comcast about in recent months about potentially teaming up on some kind of a bid for the Fox assets.
Apparently, those talks ended, though.
They did.
Did they restart in light of?
Well, who knows?
Right.
Who knows? But I just bring it up to say there has been speculation that maybe there's a 900-pound tech gorilla looming out there. Amazon, of course, fits that description, so we don't really know. But it's always a possibility there's somebody else like Amazon or Apple looming who could make this even more interesting.
In the past, they usually don't make huge acquisitions like
this. That's a very fair point, especially Apple. But,
but
Amazon,
maybe things have changed.
Amazon,
could you make the
Amazon has been getting more
changed?
aggressive, though, to be fair. I mean, they did Whole Foods. They just did the Premier League deal.
Oh, right. 11 billion, 50, 60 billion. Big difference in price. I mean, you have to really believe in the future of where entertainment is going. And Jeff Bezos, doesn't he spend enough on cloud and Blue Origin at this point? But what I'm trying to get at is, what happens if, let's say, there is a bidding war? There are personalities at play as well. We talked about this, right, Dana? I don't know if you remember 2004 when Comcast tried to buy Disney. Memories are long, and
those two don't get along.
Yeah, feuds linger.
So that had me wondering, Roberts, would not think nicely of leaving his archenemy at Disney, the victor, and vice versa, right? So this gets to be an ego battle as well.
Yeah,
right?
it's an ego battle. It's a battle of billionaires, lots of money at play, and it's also for the future.
Well, Bob Iger lost this at Disney.
Future of entertainment is at play as well.
Is he in greater danger to lose something like this, or Brian Roberts?
It's interesting. Iger hasn't done a deal on this scale before. Brian Roberts has.
Right.
We don't really know what's in Bob Iger's head. He might very well say, it's going to cost me so much more to get back in this game, I'll just walk away. Like I said, he's not accustomed to playing at this level. Brian Roberts is.
Well, they must have figures they keep in mind. They must have envisioned that the AT&T thing went through, that Comcast was going to advance. Right? So they factored all this in.
And don't forget, Bob Iger put off his retirement for this deal. And I feel like his legacy hinges on getting this through. He's not stepping away
people
easily.
Say that. He's been pretty successful. I have a little bit of a hard time swallowing that. If he walked away, he might be seen as disciplined. And you never know whether this deal is going to work out in the long term.
Yeah.
But you were arguing that this could go on a while. This back and forth could go on for months, right?
If Disney decides it's not going to walk away, very good possibility that happens.
You don't retire on a loss, I'll tell you that. Bob Iger's not going to retire on a loss, for sure. But, you know, what can they do? They can change up the deal. I mean, Disney could come in with more cash, which actually might be attractive.
Or they could expand the properties they're interested in beyond the ones we see and hear about.
Sure.
Could be the Journal. Could be Fox.
That would be a really big deal. The Journal's very valuable, as we all know.
Really? Okay. You never know. I want to just see. Expect the unexpected. We've already seen that. Guys, thank you very much.